I remember like going like people, oh, be yourself. I'm like, oh, so myself, that means I would just show up at their house. Because that's what I thought. I'm like, oh, be myself? Oh, dude, I'm gonna just ask them to marry me tomorrow then.
They don't reciprocate. You're supposed to go, oh, you guess you don't like nice guys.
Yeah, see? I was myself.
Guess you're a bitch.
Yeah.
You only like assholes.
I was myself, she didn't even like me.
All right, I'm going to force you to think back to your single selves. You may have to go many years into the past when you were just a regular guy in the dating world. Okay. What advice did you get about dating that either didn't work out or did work out? Like, you must have received some kind of guidance or coaching from somebody when you were young about like how to do this whole thing.
The one that I got that all the girls I ever talked to thought we were dumb was the whole 3-day rule. You know, you get the number and you wait 3 days.
The 3-day rule.
Every chick I ever end up getting with or talking to, they're like, that's only if you come off whack. But if there's mutual, like, if there's mutual chemistry, they can't wait to go on a date.
Yeah. That's true.
It's like,
it's rude to not call or text or something. Yeah.
It's like if you're drooling at the club and the girl's like,
you're thirsty. Yeah.
Thirsty. Then maybe waiting 3 days is good then because it gives a girl like, oh, you know what? Maybe he's not as, maybe I was wrong. But then if you guys have,
if you built the rapport already,
that genuine connection, it's like, let's go watch a movie tomorrow.
Who told you about the 3-day rule? Who's telling you that?
I don't know. Probably another stupid ass homie that got no game either. Just a bunch.
It's the blind leading the blind.
Yeah, it's a bunch of dumb dudes that are just horny, like learning shit from other dumb dudes.
It's a funny thing. I used to think that too. I was like, I don't want to come off too desperate. And then you do it at the wrong time. Yeah. And they're just like, so I guess you don't like me then or what? And I'm like, no, what the hell? It's opposite of that. One of the funniest things I learned, and I didn't even like, someone wasn't even really telling me this in terms of I should do it, but like one of my really close friends was telling me about a guy she was dating, and she was so crazy about the way this guy did this, so I tried to copy it. But she was like, oh man, so-and-so was like, we would make out, and then it would like, he would put his hand down there, it would feel like he was about to touch me, then he wouldn't. And it's like he would just go around it and never really do it. It drove me insane. And I was like, got it. I was like, and I did it for years. No, I just like, so I tried to copy that same thing. And it is that,
and then afterwards you're like, is it driving you crazy?
She's like, why did you just touch me?
Yes, because
that's the reaction.
You just do
what are you doing?
You do it wrong and too long. And they're just like, get on with it, dude.
Milk it too much.
Yeah, I'm milking it too much. But then in my mind, I'm like,
she's like, okay, virgin.
She's going to be obsessed with me.
Yeah.
Why do you keep doing that for 6 months?
I do that to my own wife, dude.
It's like you're just teasing with no payoff at all. With no payoff. It's like a badly written series.
When you try to do that and they go, what are you doing? You go, oh. You feel sick to your stomach.
Most of what I learned was in that way where like, it wasn't other guys telling me what to do. It was like, because I had a lot of like chick friends and they would describe the dudes who were like older than me and cooler and whatever they were crazy about. I'm like, easy.
Yeah. I'm getting top secret stuff. I'm getting inside. You know what I used to do? So all my sisters would have these lady magazines, right? And they would always have like this best ways guys get your attention or like things like that.
Like Cosmopolitan?
Yeah, so I would try to read that, try to reverse engineer it. Didn't really work. It didn't work. So I was getting my dating advice from women's magazines.
Yeah. That's so funny.
And it kind of, and that's when I realized that girls don't even know what they like, I think sometimes.
Yeah.
I think we use different words. That's what I realized.
Or I just wasn't smart enough to understand like what they're really trying to say.
Well, they also change their mind more frequently than men do, I think. So like in one case, they might feel this way. And then, 2 months later, that's not how they roll.
Yeah, that's true.
But then guys are so fucking one-celled.
Yeah. One-celled organism. I got one computer.
Because I think that was the hardest thing for me to get until like fucking way later in life is it's so circumstantial for them because of how it led up in the whole story. which made that moment probably super hot.
Yeah, it's more complex.
Right. Whereas like we're like, okay, tease, got it. But it's like probably more than that. Like there was probably flirting and shit going on, and like he built it up to where it was so intense, like, oh, I'm gonna fuck, and then like he teased her, right?
He probably had a vibe.
And it matched.
Dude, that's what it is.
Versus you coming in like a virgin that's afraid to touch her pussy.
And I'm like, I'm gonna eat out your inner thigh.
Yeah. And she's like, what the fuck are you doing, virgin?
You know what? Okay, this is so gay and cliche, but I feel like it wasn't until I accepted this rule where I started to really feel like I had success with like getting tiff or something. And it was just being yourself. As gay as that is, it's so true. But for real, like, because how you flirt, that's how you get that girl that's into you. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah, you're right. Yeah.
you're not gonna get the girl. Like, you might get a.
You can't sustain another image for very long. It's too hard. Yeah.
It's like when you're truly yourself.
She has to fall in love with your dumb ass.
Exactly. And it's like the whole saying of like, you didn't choose her, she kind of like picked you type of shit. I think there's a lot of truth to that.
And then the other thing I mistook from the be yourself one, I remember like going like, people, oh, be yourself. I'm like, oh, so myself, that means I would just show up at their house.
Yeah.
You know, not going like
It's too much.
Yeah,
Yeah.
being yourself.
It's Bart.
Yeah, being yourself doesn't mean act on your deepest impulses and desires.
And there's calibration because I did the same thing
Yeah,
too.
be
I did the
yourself.
same shit,
Be
yeah.
yourself means
The
like
same shit.
the most pleasant part of you that your friends like about you. Yeah, like that's what you want to channel and share, not the most desperate, thirsty guy.
Yeah.
Because that's what I thought. I'm like, oh, be myself. Oh, dude, I'm gonna just ask him to marry me tomorrow then.
Yeah,
that's myself.
Yeah. I'm an action guy.
They don't reciprocate. You're supposed to go, oh, you guess you don't like nice guys.
Yeah, see,
yeah.
I was myself.
Guess you're a bitch.
Yeah,
You only like assholes.
I was myself. She didn't like me.
But I feel like you have to find your own way to flirt. You know, you have to find your own way to be in a relationship, and I think that takes time.
But it's so fun to fuck up along the way.
Yeah, you have to fuck up. You gotta strike out.
It's fun when you look back.
One of my favorites, and I think I like this was a true good advice, but I swung it way too far. But like I used, I was like very much what you described, way too overly eager. There was this girl. She was actually on like fucking Mike Song's dance team way back in the day, and I was always like excited to like see her and talk to her, but I was just too fucking excited, and so I just looked like a dork. And then like I think one time I was at a party where she was there, and I was really tired. I hadn't slept, so I was just like fucking out of it, like zombie. And then like she actually goes, "I never noticed you're so chill."
Oh my God.
That's so funny.
Cause like I'm normally so annoying. So like she's like, yeah, I never really noticed until you were like, just chill. And then I was like, oh, okay. Yeah. So then like every time after that, even if I had like peak energy, I would just be like,
Just sleepy.
but like I was fucking up because you could tell by my face that I had energy, but
You're all twitching.
but my body language was like I don't care, but I was just like and then it just like from then I thought I had to be really chill like in everything. So it would be like rather than just be a friendly person and say, hey, let's go out sometime. Like what do you think about going to this thing? I would just be like, yeah, I mean, if you're not doing anything, I guess it'd be cool.
That's pretty tight though.
That's just like not nice, and then like
Over a period of time.
yeah, and then it got to a point like where I think like with her, she just assumed I didn't like her because I just acted like a dick.
You're just too chill.
Yeah, because I thought that's what's attractive, And I mean, it was an overcorrection basically. Yeah. It was just don't be annoying. Instead, I'm annoying in a different way. Yeah.
Looks like you don't want to be there with her.
Yeah, dude. That's a dangerous thing though. If you're a girl and you tell a guy, I never noticed you until this, that's dangerous because they're going to take that.
They're going to always do it. Yeah. They're going to always do it.
Amplify that shit. Yeah.
Dumbasses, huh?
I know. One of the actually best advice I ever got was from a dude that was in my first breaking crew. And he just said, be as overly polite, like treat girls like the way that you treat elders, kind of. It's kind of funny, but like it was one of the best pieces of advice. He was just like, it's you're not, like you don't try to seem like you're trying to date an elderly.
Yeah, you're not trying to fuck a grandma.
Hey, depends what they look like.
But it's like open doors for them, like just be mindful of them if they come to the table, like acknowledge their presence all the time. Like when someone arrives, be very like, oh, you're here. Don't just like let them join the scene. Like you have to open the scene for them. Like weird shit like that. And we were like 16, 17. I'm like,
That is good advice, actually.
Talk really loud to them when you're really close to them. Do you need to go to the bathroom?
If you fall, make a noise.
Did you take your medicine today?
have you talked to your grandson?
Treat them like old people. Got it.
Yeah, that was like his way of like, and I would watch this dude just mac like constantly. And I'm like, no fucking wonder. This fool says, instead of the first time I heard him speaking to a girl like candidly, he goes, she was like, we were at a party, she was like talking, it was kind of loud. He goes, pardon? And I went, get the fuck out of here, pardon? And she like creamed over it. This girl was using like to me at the time, like in late 90s high school, that's like foreign language to say pardon and go like this.
Is that guy fine too? Or?
Yeah, he's hot. Yeah, but he's very short.
Can I ask you a question?
But he's fine.
You know how like some guys that know how to work like a old people like population, like an old lady, and sometimes they give them like compliments. They're like, you don't look a day over 32. Like those kind of jokes. Would he make those kind of jokes with those girls? With those kind of compliments?
I don't think
They're
so.
like
No.
teenagers and shit.
No.
You don't look a day over 32. She's like, what the fuck?
You know what I'm talking about? Like the kind of vibe some of these guys.
Yeah,
when
yeah.
they-
No, he doesn't do that. No. But that's funny.
That is hilarious.
See, that's what I would have done. Wouldn't have worked. I misinterpreted the rules already.
Yeah, his thing was really just to be polite without the like obvious attraction.
But I think a lot of guys are told, I think this is one of the worst advice I was told too, is like, just be nice. So like, that's kind of in the realm of being nice, right? But then a lot of guys take that to the extreme of being like a simp.
Yeah.
So like, they don't understand like, they're like, okay, well, what are nice acts? Buy them stuff, be nice, and just give them whatever they want. And like, always listen to their problems and be there for them and be a supportive friend, right? But it doesn't create attraction. It creates like this dynamic where you're like, oh, you're like a brother, like dope.
You're like too safe.
Yeah, but then that's also almost comes down to pheromones too. Like if you just don't have that chemistry with somebody, like what are you gonna do? It's kind of a tough thing to turn the tide.
But then people are trying to buy their love through kindness. And I think that shit's like where a lot of guys mess up in the beginning.
Or they're too impatient and they go like, I was so nice to you, I opened the door for you, like how come you don't want to have sex with me? Like some guys act like that, or like because they're being nice and they're like, dude, I'm doing everything right, and she like still doesn't like me.
The difference is like there's like a maturity you can reach in your mind, I think, where you like this is how you interact with every girl as a single person. You're just like, hey, I like having a welcoming tone. If this becomes something, great. If not, whatever. That's the best case scenario. And every now and then, very, very rarely, you will run into a girl that you're just like, I need this girl at all costs. And I think that's where you fuck up. Like, cause that can just happen to you. Like that's happened to me where I'm like, I've unreasonably become attracted to this person and it's a mission to get them. And that never ends well.
Yeah.
I think the niceness needs to also be paired with being interesting.
Yeah. Interesting's the hardest.
I think where a lot of the dudes fuck up, they're nice and they play it to the T, and that's great. But when you do that, you end up being your brother, because then she feels like she knows everything about you. But if you're like, if you are still able to keep things interesting and still keep them intellectually stimulated somehow, whether it's through humor or just like the stuff you're in, they could tell you're passionate about something else besides her.
That's a big one.
Then I think they're
That's a
like,
big one.
okay, the niceness is coming with something, and there's gonna be attraction.
I think that's great advice.
You have to have your own shit too.
Yeah.
You can't just be like too girl obsessed, because when all your focus is the girl, I feel like that's a fast track for the chick to be like, dude, I don't even want to deal with this guy anymore.
Some guy's gonna take this and talk her ear off about StarCraft for 3 hours.
Yeah.
I got a hobby. I'm interesting.
If she likes StarCraft, that's great, man. But yeah, I think that's the best advice, is to be interesting, because I think that's what's missing in a lot of like when you're younger, you're honestly not that interesting yet, because you just haven't done enough shit. You haven't really committed your time.
I think guys try to sell themselves too much. like I mean, you got to be interesting in a way where like you're engaged in a conversation and you're actually listening, asking your questions. Where I think a lot of young dudes in their heads are trying to sell.
Yeah.
I do this, like I'm trying to impress her, and it's like, shut the fuck up, because you sound egotistical. Like even guys on, like older guys on, sometimes I'll be like listening to them on a date and I'm like, shut the fuck up. You're talking her ear off, dude. Ask her questions.
Just make it an enjoyable time for everybody.
And afterwards, they're like, dude, I fucking nailed that.
I'm so fucking interesting.
You can't tell them more than what they want to know. Like if they ask you questions, whatever, then it starts leading somewhere. But you can't just start spewing facts.
So like, let's say that you're a single guy and I'm the girl and I ask you, I'm like, oh, so you work out?
No.
How not to do it.